everybody. I've had a bad cold for the last 2 weeks, so if you'll overlook my sniffles, we're going to do some runes and some tarot tonight. I've missed everybody. It's good to be back. I am doing this live on YouTube, so I will be uploading it to Facebook later for you guys to watch. So I can't really see the comments, so just don't bother to comment. Or if you want to comment, I can read them later. Absolutely, definitely. So let's see. Where are we going to start? Let's start with some empowering water. Yeah, my new mug, it has Empower Women on it with the pink. Reminds me of the breast cancer awareness too, being it's pink. And it come with the little chain with the Empower symbol on it as well. So, how's everybody been? Hope everybody's been doing really good. I've been doing pretty good here. Fair to middling. I'm going to sit and chat with you guys for a little second. Let spirit come in. I got some sage burning over here. So we'll send a little sage my way, and we'll send a little sage your way for prosperity and good health. I've had a rough couple of weeks. The first, even what I would consider a meal I got to eat today after 13 days. I ate a sandwich, some chips, and a donut and a glass of milk. And boy, that was like having steak and lobster. So we're going to start out with, let me find my astrology cards so I can keep up with what signs I'm doing. Oops. That was my mom's ashes. I guess she wants to say hello. Butterfly says hello to everybody. Okay, so first we're going to have Taurus. Then we're going to have Libra. Then we're going to have Sagittarius, Aquarius, Gemini, and Cancer. That'll be the first 6 runes that I read for. And then the second set will be, of course, Capricorn, Virgo, Venus. That's not a sign. It's a planet. Pisces. Okay, I'm missing a couple here. Where are my couple of cards at? Ours. Aries. And we need 2 more. We got 2 more in here somewhere. Scorpio and Leo. There we go. So there's our 12 signs. And that's going to be our order. Actually, I think I'll do the 6 first. We're going to do Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, and Leo. I'm going to do Aries first for my sister so she doesn't have to watch all the other signs. I'll do Aries, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, and then Leo. Hope that doesn't offend anybody that I changed the order, but that's what Spirit told me to do, so that's what I did. All right, so we're going to be starting out with, of course, Aries. All right, let's get the rune bag. All right, Aries, where's your path stone at tonight? I know Aries is doing better than they were doing. They had a rough patch there for a while, too. All right, here we go, Aries. Ooh, you got the straight emblem, the straight and narrow. Can't be in reverse, so that's a good thing. No tower moments. Yay. All right, that rune is called standstill. So you're kind of at a standstill, and that's very true. Let me find my Kleenex here. apologize for that, but my sinus always runs when spirit's here, so that's a given. But I am getting over an intestinal flu that was just horrific, horrific. Okay, this is standstill, and that's rune number 23. It's second to the last. If you can see in the book, there's the blank one, and it's second to that. So it's getting down there on your path, Aries. Good going, Aries. All right, that's rune number 23, so that equals 5. And 5s are usually like a stuck number. They're stuck in the middle. They're not the 1 to 5, and they're not the 5 to 10. They're the 5. So they're stuck in the middle. That's kind of where you're at, Aries, stuck in the middle. But I'll be stuck in the middle with you. That's all right. My Aries, I love them. My sissies in Aries. My very first person in the world that I loved to death was an Aries. So they're passed on. They're one of my spirit guides. All right, that's going to be page 137. I forgot to do my blessing prayer before. There's a Odin prayer I like to do before I read them. I'll have to remember to do it afterwards. All right, stand still, withdrawal, ice. The winter of the spiritual life is upon you. You may find yourself entangled in a situation to whose implications you are, in effect, blind. You may feel powerless to do anything except submit, surrender, even sacrifice for some long-cherished desire. Be patient, for this is the period of gestation that precedes a rebirth. Positive accomplishment is unlikely now. There is a freeze on useful activity. All your plans are on hold. You may be experiencing an unaccustomed drain on your energy and wonder why. A chill wind is reaching you over the ice floes of an old, outmoded habit. Trying to hold on can result in shallowness of feeling, a sense of being out of touch with life. Seek to discover what it is you are holding on to perpetuates this condition, and let it go. Seek what you are holding on to that perpetuates this condition, and let it go. That was worth repeating. Shed, release, cleanse away the old. Doing so will bring on the thaw. And most, I know a lot of Aries are snakes or wood snakes. So you guys are good at shedding. So, this is just telling you this is a time to shed old ways. Usually Isa, which this is the name of the straight rune. And you should always draw your rune that I get for you for the month on a little piece of paper. Keep it on your nightstand. And just, meditate on it, see what good things, what good feelings you can get from it, maybe some good thoughts. Runes are very healing, and they are very guiding. They don't tell your fortune like the cards do. The runes tell you where you are on your path, and there's no left or right. It's where you are, and they just have a way of knowing it. Okay, so now we know that, holding on to things isn't healthy for us. Usually ISA requires a sacrifice of the personal, the I. At such a time, you cannot hope to rely on help or friendly support. And yet there is no reason for anxiety. Submit and be still, for what you are experiencing is not necessarily the result of your actions or habits, but rather arises from conditions about which you can do nothing. What has been full must empty. What has increased must decrease. Kind of like the wheel of fortune, what goes up must come down. It's a continuous ebb and flow. And that's what it's telling you here too. There's something that you need to release that keeps causing you blockages. So, what has been full must empty. What has increased must decrease. This is the way of heaven and earth. To surrender is to display courage and wisdom. And yet there is another face to stand still. Just as winter is a time for going within, Drawing Isa can announce a time of restoration and renewal at the deepest level. In your solitude, exercise caution and do not stubbornly persist in attempting to work your will. Remain mindful that the seed of the new is present in the shell of the old, the seed of unrealized potential, the seed of the good. Trust your own process and watch for signs of spring. So, Aries, I would say it's a kind of like a time that you've planted, and now it's time to just wait and watch things unfold. Things are constantly at change. So, we're going to pull a tarot card for Aries, and we get the Emperor. The Emperor likes to be in control, and I feel that mixed with this Isa Rune is telling you to relinquish some control to your other half. I know with my own Aries friends, I've had to tell a few of them, like, hey, let your partner take some of the weight. You don't have to be the one that always has to step up to the plate and, be the bad guy, as to say, like when you was a kid, mom or dad would give you, the news. Well, the mom was always the one to ground you, and dad was the one to always baby you and tell you, okay, if you did this, you could get off grounds. Well, bad cop, good cop kind of thing. You don't always have to be the one that steps up and answers for everything. You don't always have to be in this emperor energy. And I feel that I know a lot of Aries, and they're usually in that emperor energy, but they're good at controlling, and that's why they're all stay in that power so much, is because they're comfortable there. They're comfortable being the one to give the orders from headquarters. But Isa's asking you at this time to kick back a little, just be patient and just watch things unfold. Sometimes it's better to sit back and watch, how people, how they operate, especially when they think you're not watching, or how they're going to operate if they really have to be in control at some point. So it's always good to have that knowledge in advance. So it's always good to, stand down sometimes and let's see how the other person can take control of things and handle all the issues that Aries does. To my goddess Aries, I love you all. See you next month. That was your Rune and your tarot reading for the month of December. Next we have Virgo. Okay, go Virgo. I don't know why that card was there in the bottom there. Reach in the bag, pro Virgo. My burgundy burgs, my burgalicious mamas. Yeah, because we did burgalicious. Yeah, I managed to get some makeup on today, some hair, half decent clothes. Yeah. All right, Virgo, you got the big X. I do. Is that the Warrior Stone? Is that the Warrior Stone, Virgo? Where is my big X? X marks the spot. No, that's not. Ooh, Virgo, that's partnership. What's up with that? Ooh, we better shake a rock at that. Put a little citrine on that. I'm not looking for no partnership. Maybe a business partnership. That would be nice. Or even, a good friendship. My bestie's always really busy. So, yeah, I could do those kind of partnerships. But a lover, this old lady ain't looking for one of those. But there might be some of you Virgos out there that are. And yes, I'm smoking on camera because I'm just chilling and relaxing tonight. And, I smoke. So I apologize for those who don't like to see me smoke, because believe me, I battle with it. It's not nothing I'm proud of. All right, so we've got partnership. That's rune number 2. And partnership means, let's see, A gift, offerings from the gods or from chiefs to loyal followers. Wow, well, it is Christmas time, so bring on the gifts. Virgos love nothing better than gifts, I'll tell you that much. Yes, we love some gifts. I like a homemade gift. That's my favorite thing. That I'm making cards this year for people, real pretty ones. I have a whole kit to make them, and they just come with everything. They're going to be a lot of fun. All right. Why is this not giving me? It's giving me the Warrior's Creed. Well, I thought it was the Warrior's Stone. It says page 95. Okay, I'm on the wrong page. Maybe I should read the Warrior's Creed afterwards. Jesus. See, I am getting old. Page 95. I was looking for 195. Would have never found it at that rate. All right, well, we have that one marked, so we must have already looked at this one. For some reason, we have it marked. I must have read this for someone here recently. Partnership, a gift, Virgo. Drawing this rune is an indication that partnership in some form is at hand here. In love relationships, in business matters, in partnering of every kind, you are put on notice not to collapse yourself into the union. For true partnership is achieved only by separate and whole beings who retain their separateness even as they unite. And I try to tell people that all the time. Remember to let the winds of heaven dance between you. At this time, there is another aspect of partnership that you are being called to consider. For the path of partnership can lead you to realization. Let me move my chair up a little. Oh, my back's not comfortable. Apologize. Thank you. Okay, where were we? At this time, there is another aspect of your partnership that you are being called to consider. For the path of partnership can lead you to realization of a still greater union. Union with the higher self, union with the divine. The ultimate gift of this rune is the realization of the divine in all things. God always enters into equal partnerships. Gebo, the rune of partnership, has no reverse, for it signifies the gift of freedom from which flow all other things. Well, that's good. At least though Virgo didn't put nothing, no reverse stuff. We don't need no tower moments either. Virgo and Aries had enough of that to last us a lifetime lately. Oh, I guess that was the end. Gebo, the rune of partnership, has no reverse, for it signifies the gift of freedom from which flow all other gifts. All right, so what I'm gathering from this rune is it's time to let the winds of heaven dance between you and your partner. A lot of you are in a partnership, and you need to see other aspects of the partnership. You're being called to consider. For the path of partnership can lead you to the realization of a still greater union. Union with the higher self, union with the divine. The ultimate gift of this rune is the realization of the divine in all things. God always enters into equal partnerships. Well, for me being a Virgo, I feel that this is really expressing the partnership. I've entered into a deeper partnership recently with my higher power, especially when you're sick and you're ill and you have nothing but time to lay in bed and pray for yourself and pray for others. Of course, you grow closer to God or whatever your higher power is. I know mine is God. I believe that Jesus came and died for our sins. And, and I believe in the ancient wisdom of the ruins of the tarot. I have many beliefs. I'm not a one sided person, I'm very faceted. And I feel like the X on the rune. Virgos are very faceted. We're very deep thinkers. We're always analyzing things. We're always compartmentalizing things. I know I do a great job at that. So I overanalyze, and I have to catch myself and say, hey, you're overanalyzing. So it looks like Virgo's at a pretty good path right now. I mean, when you are developing a relationship with your higher power or tarot or any kind of empath work, or even just, developing your intuition and working those muscles and those glands that we have that are so powerful, the thymus, the pineal gland, working all those, taking vitamins that, enhance those and wake them up. It's raining outside. Sounds beautiful. Okay, Virgo, that's what I have for you. Love and light, Virgo. See you next month. All right, next we have Capricorn, another good old earth sign. Capricorns. Oh, I ran into 2 Capricorns today fighting. Youngins, that puppy love. They were something else. They were cracking me right up. I was like, you two ain't never going to make it because both you stubborn as hell. All right, we got the constraint rune, and you got it straight up. It's not in reverse. And constraint is the 7th rune, and it means need, necessity, constraint, cause of human sorrow, cause of human sorrow. I keep wanting to say sorrow, lessons, hardship. Cappies, look like you got some hardship going on. And just as I said, I seen two Capricorns going at it today. So Capricorn, you guys are going through something. I know we have a lot going on with the planets. 4 or 5 of them. I've been really sick, so I'm not up to date on my astrology today, but I will get on it tonight, and I'm sure I'll have some for you this week on Facebook at least. All right, that's going to be rune number 7, and that's on page 105. We opened to 107. All right. That is the 7th rune. So, Cappy, I don't know if 7's lucky for you. It is for me. The necessity of learning to deal with severe constraint is the lesson of Nathuz. This rune represents the obstacles we create for ourselves as well as those we encounter in the world around us. Both can be equally difficult to handle. The role of Nathuz is to identify our shadow, our dark and repressed side, places where growth has been stunted, resulting in weakness that are often projected onto others. Don't take this world personally. This rune is saying, work with the shadow, examine what is in your nature that attracts hardship and misfortune to your life. When at last you can look upon the rune of constraint with a smile, you will recognize the troubles, denials, and setbacks of life as your teachers, guides, and allies. The need for restraint is unquestionable here. Drawing this rune indicates that there may well be holdups and reasons to reconsider your plans carefully. Clearly, there is work to be done on yourself. So, take it on with good humor and show perseverance. Capricorns are hard workers. This is a time to pay off old debts, to restore, if not harmony, at least balance. So mend, restore, readdress. When fishermen can't go to sea, they repair nets. Let the constraints of the time serve you in righting your relationship to yourself. Be mindful that rectification must come before progress. And as always, consider the uses of adversity. Well, Cappy, let me pull a card and see what that's really going on about. Um, I gather, that it's a time for you to pull it in. Maybe you've been on the grind too hard or something. No, you're going at something too hard and that you need to be constrained. Oh God, yes, Lord, you need to be constrained because we don't want to go to jail. That man is in jail on the bottom of the deck. See him bending them bars, bending them. No, you better pull it in, Capricorn, whatever you're doing. And you know what? This is the same exact message I gave them youngins today. Same exact message, both of them Capricorns. The Hierophant, higher learning, use your intuition, Capricorn, you're wise and you can sometimes just fly right off. It's basically when you get involved with the wrong people. That's what that is for you, Capricorn. Getting involved with the wrong people. See all them eyes, all those eyes on you, because you're out of character right now, Capricorn. People are looking at you going, why is she doing that? Why is he acting like that? Must be that new person they're hanging out with, influencing them. Because that's what I'm getting from this. And also your Rune was saying, you need to pull it in. You need constraint. Then you get this Six of Swords. You don't have your anchor down, but your anchor is tied to a star. So you are pretty lucky. Just, you're kind of floating through life right now on a bed of roses, on this little fluffy cloud here. And that can't last forever because that anchor's got to drop at some point. At some point, you got to touch ground and land. So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. We don't want you to get in no trouble now. So pull it in, Cappy. That's what the runes have to say to you, my lovely Capricorns. Namaste, Cap. All right, next we have Pisces. I got some good Pisces friends. What do we got to say for Pisces today? All right, what do we got to say for Pisces today? I think we pulled it in reverse. Did we pull a reverse here? Why am I having such a difficult time finding this rune here? I know because it's upside down, but it still should be catching my eye. I do believe this is the warrior rune. Oh, this is ridiculous. Here we go. Yeah, the warrior rune, but you're in reverse, warriors. Uh-oh, my Pisces, what's going on with you guys? You're in reverse. I lost my Kleenex. My sinuses are so bad right now. It's absolutely insane. I apologize. I hate always rubbing my nose on camera. But when spirits here, they're here, and that's their little thing. It does something to my sinuses. I don't know if it's the atmospheric change or what the hey, but I'm also burning up in here, and I didn't turn a fan on. All right, my Pisces in Warriors upside down, page 120. Oh, let me tell you what the warrior stone means. Okay, come on, where are you? Warrior. Victory in battle, a guiding planet or star. This rune is named after the Norse god Tu, whose name survives in Tuesday. And Tu is in reverse. Darn him. It's never good. So Pisces, that's telling me you're having a little bit of problems. I don't like to hear that. I don't like to hear my warriors are upside down. All right. The danger is that through hasty or ill-timed action, life force leaks out or is spilled away. If an association is short-lived, do not grieve, Pisces. Know that it has fulfilled its span. Matters of trust and confidence are an issue here, and with them, the authenticity of your way of being in the world. Reverse, Tiwa's calls for examining your motives carefully. Is it self-conquest with which you are concerned, or are you trying to dominate another? Are you lusting after an outcome, or are you focused on the task for its own sake? Focusing on the task for its own sake kind of is martyrish, being in love for the sake of being in love. Feeling depressed because you choose to feel depressed at that time. Sometimes people choose to not feel good. Everybody has their moments. You will find the answer within yourself, not outside advice. When you consult the runes, you are consulting yourself in action appropriate to the spiritual warrior. As I was saying earlier in the beginning of the video, the runes are a guidance on your path. They're not like tarot. They don't answer like tarot. Tarot answers questions of things that you already know. Tarot's never going to shock you with something new or tell you something that's like a big surprise. You may know your partner's cheating, you just haven't admitted it to yourself. And tarot will show you, cards on the table, third-party situation happening. Well, you already kind of knew it anyway. They just confirm things like that, confirm things in your energies around you at the time, where the runes confirm always where you are on your path. They try to offer you, ways to get on your path quicker, get to your next level, to level up, like it was telling you. You'll find that your answers within, not look for outside advice. Look within right now, Pisces, for your answers. See how that kind of gave you a way to look, an answer to look within it. It could have said, look to others for answers. Same thing. It's still a guidance. It's giving you guidance. So that's the guidance I have for you today, Pisces. Let's see what card we have for Pisces to go along with that. Warrior in reverse. Well, we got the Five of Swords, and 5 is kind of stuck energy. But you see, Pisces, you're very smart. You're standing on top of that big hill of books. You're educated. You're smart. You've done your homework. He has his hand over his heart. Operate from your heart always is the best way to operate. It's a combination of brain and heart together, but always come from the heart first. If you feel it in your heart, don't deny it. And he has the little dandelion wish flower here in his hand, and the little seeds are blowing away. So that's telling me at this time you are planting, you are manifesting good things for yourself. Things are growing. It's just a little cloudy right now. It's a little bit cloudy outside, but trust in your heart and your intuition, Pisces, and I think you can turn yourself right side up without a problem. All right, namaste, Pisces. Next we have Scorpio, the strongest sign in all of the astrology. Scorpio. Virgo, Scorpio, and Leo. If they end in that O, you best not try to play with those people, because I call them my uh-ohs. They will get your ass. Be good to them, and they will love you to death. Oh, yes, they're all 3 very good lovers. I used to have a good old heyday back in the day. Yeah. I had a few good lovers. Quite a few of them ended with uh-oh. And that's how it ended. Uh-oh. You get two uh-ohs together, you really got a problem. Oh, that was a little light and love and laughter for the day. All right, so we're going to pull a stone for Scorpio. Shout out to my Mary. She's my favorite Scorpio right now. Shout out to Big Jerry, but he doesn't watch me too often, but his wife does, Ursula. So this is for the big guy. All right. We're going to pull that stone and see what we get for Scorpio tonight. Ooh, we're hot. Stones are running good and hot. And we got the big F. And that big F stands for, there's two of them. One of them stands for possessions. That's not this one. This is the other F. This is signals. This is the third rune. And it's the Norse god Loki, mouth, source of divine utterance, river mouth. Well, my mouth should probably is Loki, because it just be rambling. You have to be a minister to talk as long as I do. Yeah, definitely ordained and blessed with the mouth. All right, so we got signals for you guys, and that's the god Loki, and that's going to be on page 96, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. I hope you got something good going on for you, Scorpio. You guys been having a little bit of a rough way to go lately. All right, and it is in proper perspective, so that's a good thing. No reversals for you, Scorpio. The keynote here is receiving. Signals, messenger ruined, the god Loki. The keynote here is receiving messages, signals, and gifts. Even a timely warning may be seen as a gift. The message may be that of a new life unfolding. New lives begin with new connections, surprising linkages that direct you onto new pathways. Take care now to be especially aware during meetings, visits, and chance encounters, particularly with persons wiser than yourself. When the messenger rune brings sacred knowledge, you are truly blessed. Loki is the ancient trickster from the pantheon of the Norse god. He is the Hayahoka of the Native Americans, a mocking shadow of the creator God, as well as the bringer of benefits to humankind. He is a reminder that even scoundrels and arch thieves can be the bearers of wisdom. When you draw this rune, expect the unexpected. I have this vision of, like the Three Musketeer dude. When you draw this rune, expect the unexpected. The message is always call to a new life. And Suze is the name of this rune, the big F, and Suze. And Suze is the first of 13 runes that make up the cycle of initiation. Runes that focus directly upon the mechanism of self-change, and as such, address our need to integrate unconscious motive with conscious intent. Let me repeat that. Runes that focus directly upon the mechanism of self-change, and as such, addresses our need to integrate unconscious motive with conscious intent. Drawing on Suze tells you that connection with the divine is at hand. It is a signal to explore the depths and the foundations of life and to experience the inexhaustible wellspring of the divine in your nature. At the same time, you are reminded that you must first draw from the well to nourish and give to yourself. And then there will be more than enough to nourish others. A new sense of family and solidarity invests in this rune. Well, I would say that goes really good for my big friend Jerry, because him and his wife recently were initiated and welcomed into a bike club, and they don't really have a motorcycle. They're more the family van type people with all the grandkids and kids all the time at their house and transporting them everywhere. But they have some good friends that were in this club, and they are doing so beautiful together. Not, they're adulting. It's not just always the kids anymore. And I feel this is for a lot of you Scorpios. You're finding your place, your niche, a place where you can hang out with like-minded people. And I feel that, you're going to receive some good friendships from this. So you're going to meet up with some good people, and this is a very good blessed rune. So it's telling me that Scorpio, you got something going on here that's going to be magical, a friendship or like some type of organization. I have a few other Scorpio friends that go to AA or NA. I feel that you're going to develop some really good bonds in these type of places, and that's awesome. Anything that you can do to be around like-minded people that, especially like it said, look for someone wiser to come in your path that can help guide you, and make it easier for you. That's always a blessing. Like it said, a blessing, a gift is sometimes just someone showing you the right way. That's a gift. They become a gift to you. So that was an awesome rune. Let's see what card we have for you. Knight of Pentacles. And as you see, the knight isn't rushing forward like most knights. This Knight of Pentacle, that's earth energy. That's Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Earth energy, they're kind of just at a standstill. They're not, the horse is just, they're ready to graze, and she's just sitting side saddle happily in her little butterfly freedom dress. So, she's on green ground, and it's stable ground. So that's telling me, Scorpio, you're pretty stable at this time. You're doing something really good for yourself. A lot of you are getting involved in self-help organizations, and that's awesome. Some of you are starting to do your tarot and that live, and that's magical. There's nothing better you can do for yourself than to self-care, love yourself, and share yourself with others. That's what, that's my thing today, is making other people happy. When somebody tells me I've helped them, like the lady keeps texting me, I read for the other day, thanking me for the guidance. That just makes me feel like, I'm being of use today. I'm not just sitting in an apartment growing old, waiting to die. I'm loving life. I was just deathly ill, but I'm back up on my feet now a little bit, and I'm eating again, and I'm loving life. So Scorpio, it looks like you're loving life right now. Big clap to you, shout out, congratulations, go for it, whatever it takes, one day at a time. You got this. All right, Scorpio. The next sign I'm going to read for is Leo. And then I'm going to take a break and make this a part 2 video. And I'll get the next 6 signs out hopefully tomorrow. Not going to promise that. But you guys you'll get it. So I will get, whenever I can get back in this chair, believe me, I'll be in this chair. All right, Leo, let's go for my Leos. Oh, I had to cut a good Leo friend loose lately. That just cut me to my soul. Another one of our friends had to cut her loose too, and I'm sure it hurt her as well. It's hard to let people go sometimes, but when they continuously keep treading on you and you keep telling them, okay, that's enough, you can only make so many mistakes before it's not a mistake anymore. And then she talked about me behind my back. And this is somebody I spent a lot of my own personal, serious time with, working with her on her issues and her disabilities and her challenges. And I really gave of myself. And to hear her, the message that she told my other friend just broke my heart. So, if she gets to see this video out there, snake knows they're a snake. I don't know what to say about that. It is what it is. Anybody knows Rune knows I don't sugarcoat shit. So Leo, I'll give it to you like I gave it to you. And that's just the way it is, and that's the way it'll remain. But for my other Leos out there, I love you to death. Just be careful being wishy-washy. And I say that to anybody, not just Leo, but to anybody. Don't be wishy-washy and try to play two people against each other, because you're going to always lose. Anybody that's 25 or 6 years old ought to know, you don't burn your candle at both ends. If you tell somebody this and somebody that, and they know each other, eventually they're going to get together and they're going to see the stories ain't right. And then just when someone downright plays you a video, a message that they left, a verbal message about what a nasty person I am, how wicked and mean I am, and I've done nothing but spend 2 years helping you with all your challenges, because I cared, because you didn't have any friends. And now I know why the person didn't have any friends. Because anybody that tries to be a friend to her, if you're not there when she calls you, you're the worst, terriblest person in the world. And I knew this person was that way, and I don't mean to ramble on and vent, but I guess the Leo thing, it hits home with me. It's obviously still hurting me, or I wouldn't be talking about it right now. So I'm going to let that go. But just a warning to anyone out there, don't play two ends against the middle. You're only going to lose. Eventually, those two people are going to get together. They're going to repeat to each other what you've said to them. And most people know this. If you're talking about everybody else, you're probably talking about me the same way when you're talking to someone else. So I kind of watch a person's behavior, and I'd already seen that this person would get really nasty verbally if someone didn't answer the phone to them or respond the way she thought they should. Then they would be whatever you are, an English bloody bitch or some shit like that. So, be kind. Always be kind with your words. All right, let's put on a positive. Let's put the big mama crystal on that. We'll put the big mama crystal on that energy, and we'll send it out into the universe. We send her light and love. She's peeking around with different names now on the Facebook, and grow up. 59, 60 years old, you should know better than that stupid shit. Then you wonder why you ain't got no friends and just lost two good friends that cared about you. All right, we got the H. We had the F, now we got the H. And that rune is happy. I want to get happy. No, that's not what the rune is. But that's what it makes me think of. That is disruption. But I want to call it happy rune. So somehow we got to make this disruption rune into some type of happiness. Sometimes some disruptive tower moments can bring you some happiness. That is hail, sleet, natural forces that damage. Oh, y'all, you might be looking at some storms coming, Leo. I got a Leo that lives in Ohio. I hope no storms are coming her way. Okay, I don't think it can be in reverse either. That's going to be page 120, Leo. Oh, these sinuses. 120. If you guys want to stick around, I'll read the Warrior's Creed here after Leo. And I have to pick a card for Virgo because I don't think I picked a card for Virgo. I really don't. I felt on the next sign I was reading that I slipped on Virgo and missed them a card. So I'm going to pull a card here at the end for Virgo. For those of you who stayed to the end, thank you very much. I appreciate that always. But always know you can skip through to your own sign. You don't have to watch them all. That's not required. Please like and subscribe as well. I lost what page I was looking for with that little spiel. 129. 129. I know somebody out there shouting 129, Rhonda. All right. Disruption, elemental power, hail. Is there a reverse on this? Or can it only be pulled one way? Nope, it's a one-wayer. Change, freedom, invention, and liberation are all attributes of this rune. Change, freedom, invention, and liberation are all attributes of this rune. Drawing it indicates a pressing need within the psyche to break free from constricting identification with material reality and to experience the world of the archetypal mind. The rune of element disruption of events that seems to be totally beyond your control. Hagalaz has only an upright position and yet always operates through reversal. Wow, that's kind of difficult. Hagalaz only has an upright position and yet it always operates through reversal. When you draw this rune, expect disruption, for it's the great awakener. Although the form awakening takes may vary, perhaps you will experience a grateful feeling of coming to your senses, as though you are emerging from a deep sleep. Suddenly I'm craving caramel. I don't know if any of you Pisces Leos out there are eating caramel, but all of a sudden I just seen this like mountain of caramel. Okay, that's like a Leo too. I know you love your ice cream. All right. Perhaps you will experience a gradual feeling of coming to your senses as though you are emerging from a deep sleep. Then again, the onset of power may be such as to rip away the fabric of what you've previously knew as your reality, your security, your understanding of yourself, your work, your relationships or beliefs. Disruption takes many forms. A relationship fails. Plans go awry. A source of supply dries up. But don't let your source dry up now. We wouldn't want that. Don't be dismayed. Whether you created this disruption or whether it comes from an outside source, you are not without power in this situation. Your inner strength, the will you have funded until now in your life, provides support and guidance at a time when everything you've taken for granted is being challenged. So, Leo, you're being challenged at this time. Another of the cycle runes, the terms radical discontinuity, best describes the action of Hagalaz as it is most forceful. Sounds like a witch to me. Miss Hagalaz. Yeah, I don't think I'd want Hagalaz to come and visit me. I am so sorry, Leo. Another of the cycle rooms that turns radical discontinuity best describes the action of Hagalaz at its most forceful. The more severe the disruption in your life, the more significant and timely the requirements for your growth. The universe and your own soul are demanding that you do indeed grow. And sometimes growing can be very, very, very painful. Yes, it can. It's like trying to not smoke. It can be very painful. Withdrawal from people, places, things can be very painful. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Hopefully something better than the Hagalaz. Oh, Lord. We got a whole bunch. Too many, Spirit. We'll take that one. Oh, and that's a good card. Bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. Telling me, yeah, you've been wounded. Hagalaz ain't lying. Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You've been stabbed a couple of times, not just in the heart, but stabbed in the back. If you haven't been, don't be surprised if in the next 30 days some source dries up, as they said. But that's all right because, I love tower moments. People don't like them. They're painful. Yes, they're uncomfortable, but they tear things down and make room for new things. If you hadn't had that big fight and walked out, you wouldn't meet this great soulmate. So, if you hadn't lost that shitty job, you wouldn't be able to find this new job that, is just waiting for you to show up. So, the world has its movements, its ebb and flow. There's time to build things up and there's time to tear things down. Just like the winter, it freezes over and then we have the beautiful spring. There's seasons for everything. So don't take it so roughly. Oh, you're just in a season. Because the next card you get's a Ten of Pentacles. That's Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Being able to read those rings of that old tree. 10 is always the ultimate, and pentacles represent money. So, you don't have an issue with your money right now. That's showing that's going to be coming out good. So maybe you have to get rid of somebody that's pulling on your purse strings, that's draining your bank account. Sometimes you just got to let them go. They're not worth keeping around. And that's what I have for you, Leo. Namaste, love and light. I hope you get rid of Hagalaz. I don't think I'd want no Hagalaz around me. That just doesn't even sound pretty. So Hagalaz is there for a minute. Do your work on yourself. Get rid of this baggage that you need to get rid of. Let that mountain fall. Sometimes it ain't worth it at all. All right, love and light. This is going to be the one card for Virgo. Okay, well, we got two. Oh, beautiful card. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Just reminiscing. Here's the holidays, spending time with the grandkids, enjoying life, Virgo. You always got it going on because you're always thinking ahead. You're always planning for tomorrow, Virgo. And that's what keeps you going strong. You've learned to save for that rainy day. So it's the holidays and doesn't look like it's raining to me. Looks like you're having the freedom of building your own little beautiful little butterfly wing there. You're just decorating your own wing, making yourself all pretty, Virgo, getting ready for them holidays where you can just kick back and enjoy the kids. That's what I have for you, Virgo. The next 6 signs I will get to you guys in the next day or two. I'm just finally back on my feet after a long 15, 16 days of intestinal flu. So love and light, namaste, happy holidays, my favorite time of year. I had no Thanksgiving dinner whatsoever, but I'm be looking good in my Christmas dress. Namaste, happy holidays, love and light. My stream will stop. All right, well, let's end the stream. Happy holiday.